So, let's get our angle. So Norm Macdonald, professor of logic, joke on Conan O'Brien. First reaction, first thoughts.
Wasn't very funny. It just seemed like, a bunch of guys sitting around in the 80s and...
They're gonna destroy you in the comments, love.
Oh, shit.
We have a massive crossover audience with Norm Macdonald. But keep going. This is great content. Everybody loves that joke, so we want to hear the hot take.
Everybody loves that joke?
Yeah.
Okay, well...
Tell us more. How it's crap. What's bad.
I don't know, it's just not funny. It's a perfect personal preference.
Nice.
Like, I guess I can see how it could be funny in theory.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, because it's, it's like a really long joke, which is, like, good. But then I was expecting something, crazy would happen.
Yes.
Or I was like, I had in my head how the joke would go, like that he would say, do you own a doghouse? And then he would say, yes, I do. And then he would ask all of these questions, but it would be different answers.
That would be a better ending.
I'm not saying that would be more funny, but like...
Yeah. No, it would be... would be less homophobic.
I prefer the... But whose joke was that?
That was
like,
his.
Are you Christian?
Oh, that was Emo Phillips' joke. Yeah. How would you compare this with the 11-minute joke, the one about Janice and the news and all of that?
No, it was funny. But is it the same guy? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. He improved.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was funny. Is it the same the same guy who did the sketch about the cold sandwich and...
No, that's Patrice O'Neill.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What?
No, that's
I just
such
don't
a
have
funny
the...
bit.
Like,
Yeah,
I just remembered them by jokes.
Yeah.
But I think they're both kind of like chubby.
Well, Patrice is chubby for sure, but this guy is not. And now he got a little chubby like later in life, but in the videos we watched, he wasn't. But not as big as Patrice. Any other thoughts?
I don't really want to... I was so interested to hear your thoughts.
Oh, it's a masterpiece. I mean, brilliant. He hits all the classic Norm points that are kind of... This joke, you could even say, is kind of the crucible, the template for all Norm's humor, where he kind of very underhandedly tosses in these old-timey strange sayings like the I says to him, I says, and heard tell of that, and then also, in the midst of that, will use words like syllogistic and...
I don't know what it means, syllogistic.
Well, just the joke is that he's playing, he's creating this very strange amalgamation of a character who has, very advanced, sophisticated vocabulary but also like uses these very old-timey expressions. Like the joke is that he kind of dances around, he expands the idea of who the person is telling the joke and goes into this character, but then the character itself is subverted as to like what he's joking about, who the character he is playing himself as, but then he's doing the whole thing in such an understated way that like it doesn't, to someone who's not analyzing it, it's kind of, you could just say, oh, okay, he's just telling a joke as Norm Macdonald, but he's clearly, going into these layers of like micro characters. And yeah, I mean the whole concept is just you draw the whole thing out, and it's kind of like storytelling. It's not that it's formatted as a joke punchline kind of joke, but the punchline is always sort of an anti-joke, or it doesn't really, it's not necessarily about that build-up, then then the little turns he gives along the way. One thing I've never heard quite commented on that I love about this is kind of the mixing in of the this very superstitious cigarette guy mixed with the like logic professor.
Yeah, that was kind of my favorite thing.
Yeah, it's very well done.
And I think it could be
one thing I didn't remember about the joke is that the cigarette guy is the guy who tells about the professor of logic. I kind of remember that as just another point in the story, and that he's telling someone else about it.
Oh, this is the guy who he told. Okay.
I think it would be funnier if that was just an aside, and then he told someone else, and that whole thing about the bus stop didn't really tie into the rest of the joke. Yeah, I think like
that cigarette guy is definitely like a standalone character.
Yeah. We should write a book about just the cigarette guy.
I was just thinking also that maybe that this joke fell so flat on me, it might have been influenced by the fact that I'm very disappointed that I overcooked the zeppelini.
I know, love.
Because I don't get to eat them so often, and
I'm so sorry.
All this work. I think it was like 5 minutes longer or something, and it's just like really chewy. Yeah.
Love, we'll get you a perfect zeppelini, okay?
Thank you.
Of course.
It means a lot to me.
I know. It'll happen. But did you get the joke?
Yeah, that guy doesn't have a dog.
I know, but did you get...
Right?
Yes.
He has the doghouse, but he doesn't have a dog.
No. The joke is the last guy, he asks if he has... So the first guy, when he goes, he asks, do you have a doghouse? He says, no. And then he says, oh, you must be one of them gays.
No.
No, that's not what he says.
That was not the joke.
Yeah, that's the joke.
But that's not funny. I thought it was funny that he had a doghouse, but he didn't have a dog.
No, love.
Okay.
But do you get the joke? Are you leaving the video? But do you get the joke? Should I explain the joke?
I think you explain it.
You want me to
Let's
explain
just agree to disagree.
Okay. Do you want me to explain it off camera? Can I? explain the joke?
No, I'm going to sleep now. I had 2 Zeppelinis.
Okay, well, thanks so much for watching, you guys. Tune into the next video.
Good night if there is night when you're watching this.
Bye.
Bye.